Body changes between kids and grown-ups, back when men wore long white clothes we wear to parties. Translation, Puberty in the Roman Empire by Creighton Avery. Today, in Living People, the way the body changes between kids and grown-ups is looked at a lot. But what can we learn about the body changes in the past? I study hard, dry, white sticks inside of bodies of old kids and young grown-ups from people living in two places during a time when men wore long white clothes that we now wear to parties. And in studying these people, I know that the body changes for kids who lived long ago started around 11.8 years old, while kids today start these body changes around 11.2 years. That means that the bodies of people today and people a long time ago started to change around the same time. But where things are different is if we look at how long it takes to go through the body changes. Long ago, body changes between kids and grown-ups took about 4 or 5 years. But today, the body changes between kids and grown-ups takes about 2 years. It's much faster. Now, we don't really know why it took so much longer back then or why it is so fast today. It could be because people in the past were sick more often, or it might be because they didn't eat the best foods for their bodies. Or maybe it's because kids today live with more bad stuff in the air, or because they eat too much food. Or maybe it's because of a lot of other reasons we just don't know yet. If we look at work by other people studying hard, dry white sticks inside of bodies, we see the same thing. The body changes between kids and grown-ups in different places and different times took longer than we see today, but all started within 1 or 2 years of each other. Now, I know all of this only by looking at the hard, dry white sticks inside of bodies. But the way the body changes between kids and grown-ups happens at different times for boys and girls. So we need to see which sets of hard, dry white sticks inside of bodies are boys and which sets are girls. But this is really hard, and we're not sure we're always getting it right just by looking at the hard, dry white sticks inside of bodies. So the next step for this study is to look at very, very small pieces in the outer layer of the teeth to know which sets of hard, dry white sticks inside of bodies are boys and which sets are girls. Once we know that, we'll then be able to talk about the body changes for boys and girls and how these may have been the same and how they may have been different. If we can understand when kids began to look and sound like grown-ups, we might be able to learn more about when kids began to act like grown-ups, or when people started to see kids as grown-ups. And this might help us understand aging, change, and how people saw the world around them in the past.